there, welcome to Speak English with Christina, l'anglais fun, fluent et facile. Today, I have to ask you something, and it's not very nice, but it's for your own good. C'est pour ton bien. What are your weaknesses? Your negative traits, the dark side of your personality. Okay, just your professional weaknesses, that's enough. But seriously, if you have a job interview in English, let me help you talk about your weaknesses in English. It's not so bad, I promise. You ready? Wouldn't you love to be a recruiter? You can ask people all the bad stuff about them, and it's an interview, so it's like a perfectly normal question. But can you imagine that in the real world? Hey Ben, tell me, why should I not be your friend? Wait, where are you going? No, it's just a normal question. Ben! In a job interview, you don't have a choice. You have to answer the question because the recruiter wants an answer. Come on, tell me something evil. I'm dying to know. Weaknesses! So you need to have a prepared answer because the day of the interview, you don't want to be nervous and say something not very good, in fact. I don't know. I have a tendency to eat too much cheese, and sometimes my colleagues complain because it stinks, but I can't help it. I just love cheese. There is a very useful expression there. I have a tendency to. For example, I have a tendency to avoid confrontation. I have a tendency to take on more projects than I should. I have a tendency to procrastinate until the deadline approaches to really start a project. That's better. I mean, it's a better answer. Are they better weaknesses? Cheese, procrastination, cheese, Another useful expression. I know that I can work too hard and that I'm too dedicated to my job. I think I need to learn to be lazy sometimes. Yeah. So, what are your strengths? Oh, those are my strengths too. Horrible answer, but there are some good expressions. Be sure you use appropriate adjectives. For example, I know that sometimes I can be too controlling on projects and that I have to learn to delegate and trust others to do the job well. Or, I know that I'm sometimes too sensitive to criticism and that I have to learn that it's not personal. Maybe you're too assertive, too impatient, too shy in social situations. What adjectives describe your weaknesses? And a real weakness, not something fake like, I'm too dedicated to my job. But don't stop there. I know that sometimes I can be too impatient with new staff members, especially when they don't understand things quickly. What are you waiting for? Are you going to ask the next question? A recruiter wants to know your weaknesses, but more important, they also want to know what you're doing to improve. After all, no one is perfect. I mean, even if you are pretty awesome, you probably have some tiny weakness. I mean, really tiny. So talk about what you're doing to improve your weakness also. I have a tendency to eat a lot of cheese at my desk, and I know that it can bother my colleagues. So what I've started doing is waiting until after work to pig out on cheese. And it hasn't been easy, but I've been working on it, and as a result, I've improved my relationships with my colleagues. Or a more probable answer, I have a tendency to be too direct when I give feedback on a project, and I know that some people think that I'm being negative, which is false. So what I've started doing is researching ways to give constructive criticism in a diplomatic way. It takes practice, but I've been working on it, and I've seen a difference in the way that people react when I give feedback. So you see, it's not so difficult to talk about your weaknesses in English. Now, what about you? Yep, I'm going to ask this question. What are your weaknesses? And more importantly, what are you doing to improve them? Tell me everything in the comments below. You'll feel better after. Come on, it's good practice, and we all have weaknesses, especially me, I know. Et on passe en français pour la fin. Avant de partir, ça serait chouette si tu pouvais m'aider à rendre l'anglais fluent, fun et facile pour tes collègues et tes amis. Partage cette vidéo avec eux sur LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter ou par mail. Et si tu ne fais pas déjà partie de mes Speak English Ambassadors, viens avec nous sur christinarubuffet.com. What are you waiting for? Inscris-toi et je t'enverrai une nouvelle leçon chaque semaine pour que tu puisses booster facilement ton anglais petit à petit. Thanks for boosting your English with me. I'm Christina, and I'll see you next time.